Uh,
Big ball, flat, making my end. Fucking big killer, hot. Big ball, flat, making my end.
yeah.
Fucking big killer, hot.
What up, everybody? What's going on, man? You guys already know who it is. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. All right, so got a recap of last week, man. Didn't go so well. Week 15 recap. Also, we're going to do week number 16 predictions for week 15, man. I went 3-5, man. A lot of games didn't go the way that I thought that it would. Starting out with the Chargers and the Raiders, man. The Raiders put up 63 points. 63 points versus the San Diego Chargers. And I was just like, I was really shocked about that. Like I said, I thought the playmakers, they had enough playmakers on their team. But at the same time, the Raiders, man, put up 42 in the first half. It was 42 donut in the first half. Ended up being 63-21. Shout out to the Raiders, man. The Raiders crushed the Chargers. Then the Bucks versus the Packers. I thought I rolled with the Packers at home in the frozen tundra. Really wasn't that cold. It wasn't that frozen. Baker Mayfield did a wonderful job, and Buccaneers continue to roll as they beat the Packers in Lambeau 34-20. The Vikings and the Bengals. I had the Bengals. They were minus 3.5 on the spread. So they was the favorites. I had, basically said I would take the money line. Now, if you guys did it, took the money line, you definitely cashed on the money line. The spread wise, they did not cover, but they won the game. They won by 3 points. Commanders versus the Rams. I had the Commanders, and with the 7 points, they lost by 8 to the Rams. I mean, they had ample opportunities to actually cover that spread and potentially could have won the game to a certain degree. I mean, the defense forced a lot of turnovers, but they weren't getting no production. They did insert Jacoby Brissett, and he gave a spark to the offense. He found the best receiver that they have, Terry McLaurin. Samuels got involved as well. Commanders lose and fall once again. The Steelers and the Colts. I rolled with the Colts. The Colts took care of the Steelers. Steelers, man, to me, I feel like the Steelers are done. They just made a quarterback change. It has been announced that Mason Rudolph will start next week, this upcoming week rather, and probably for the rest of the season. That's their only hope to at least try to get in the playoffs. Cowboys versus the Bills. You guys know I had the Bills. I took the minus 2.5 at home, and they rolled over Dallas 31-10. The Broncos versus the Lions. The Broncos, I had the Broncos. The Lions destroyed the Broncos 42-17. You can clearly see Sean Payton yelling at Russell Wilson. Interesting. I wish I was a fly on the wall to hear what that conversation was like. And then the Ravens and the Jaguars. Hey, I had the Jags, man. I thought at home they could get it done, but the Ravens, once again, just prove that that's the reason why they one of the best teams in football. And speaking of best teams, the Ravens and the 49ers going to get down this upcoming week. We're going to get to that. All right, so yeah, let's get to week number 16, man. Hopefully this week could be a little bit better, as far as the picks and selections, that I decide to go with. You already know I already start off on my Thursday night game, and that's going to be on Prime Video, obviously, between the Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams been on the roll. They're making a strong push to keep themselves contenders to get into the playoffs, and they are 4-point favorites at the crib, at the house. It's a fast track stadium. Both teams play indoors. Give me the Rams, man. I like the Rams minus the 4 at home. I think they take care of business at the crib. Okay. Then you got the Bengals versus the Steelers. Rivalry game, right? Steelers are at home. Like I said, Mason Rudolph is going to be making a start. The Bengals are 2.5-point favorites. The Bengals have been on the roll, even without their top quarterback, Joe Burrow. Just seems like they've still been able to put together wins without him, and I expect them. This is how I think about the Steelers, man. I just don't think they're good. I think that the Bengals go into Pittsburgh and get a victory. Give me the Bengals plus on the spread, all right? Then you got, let's see, you got the Lions and the Vikings. Vikings are 3.5-point underdogs. Divisional game. I think the Lions make a statement this week again. Hey, they're trying to get in position, get themselves in playoff position as far as seeding goes. And I think they're going to come out and want to win this football game. Give me the Lions on the spread. I got to talk about my Commanders, man. Trash game between them and the New York Football Jets in New York. Jets are 5-9. Commanders are 4-10. Hey, listen, I know I'm a football player, ex-football player, just athlete in general. I never in my mind can imagine of just, hey, throwing a game, tanking, so to speak. So many questions in Washington going on right now. Obviously, Ron Rivera is on his way out the door. Don't know if Eric Bieniemy is going to get a shot at being the head coach. A lot of uncertainty at quarterback. Don't know if Sam Howell is actually going to be the future of the franchise or not. But the Commanders, as far as draft position goes, they're in a good spot right now. And if they don't win this game, they're definitely going to be in a better spot. And so they have the management, Josh Harris and Magic Johnson have some decisions, and whatever general manager that they bring into play have some decisions to be made as far as obviously the key position on the field. You got a couple potential studs in the draft, and we're definitely in a good draft position. As far as the game goes, the Jets are 3-point favorites. I like the Jets defense in this game. Don't know if Sam Howell or Jacoby Brissett is going to start. I believe Sam Howell will get the start, but will probably be on a short leash, so to speak. But give me the Jets and their defense to hold the Commanders to get the win. Give me that minus the 3. The Browns and the Texans. 9-5 Browns travel to the 8-6 Texans. C.J. Stroud will not play this week. That's what some reports are saying is leaning towards him going to be out. Houston showed a lot of gut, a lot of grit last week. But I expect the Cleveland Browns to come on the road with their defense and get the job done. Give me the Browns. They're a 2.5-point favorite. Give me the Browns plus the 3.5. And then you got the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Both teams are 10-4. Miami is 6-1 in the crib. At the crib, I believe Tyreek Hill will be starting or getting out there this week. He didn't play last week. Jalen Waddle went off last week. Miami, like I said, is 6-1 at the crib, man. They're 1.5-point favorites in this contest. And like I said a couple videos ago, Dallas will start to play the toughest teams on the schedule. Obviously, they beat Philly. They lost to the Bills. And they still have the Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. They're also in position when it comes to seeding. So this game is really important. But give me the Dolphins at the house. And the game of the week. between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Two of the best teams, probably, in my eyes, the two best teams in the league. Both teams are 11-3. San Francisco is 5-1 at the house. Baltimore is 6-1 away from the house. San Francisco is surprisingly a 5.5-point favorite over the Ravens. I mean, seems like it's kind of disrespectful considering the Ravens top notch when it comes to defense and top notch when it comes to offense as far as putting up points. Both teams are very similar. This possibly and potentially could be a Super Bowl preview. I expect a really competitive game from both. And you got two MVP candidates going against each other, Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson, who obviously has won an MVP already for the league. This is a tough game to call, man. But if they're going to give the Baltimore Ravens 5.5 points, give me the Ravens plus the 5.5. I think this be a tight game. Can ultimately, I feel like, come down to, a field goal late for someone to get the win. I expect a hell of a game, though. Like I said, this game is a coin flip, but I'll roll with the Ravens and take the points with the Ravens. What's your thoughts, man, on this contest? And what's your thoughts about week number 16, getting close to playoff time? I want to thank my subscribers. Keep hitting that like button. Keep hitting that share. Keep dropping the comments, man, as it helps build the channel. It's your boy, Sports Guy TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Until the next time.